Hey, welcome back inside of the Plastic Planet. I am your host, Nick Nack, hanging out with you guys tonight to bring you a long-awaited Plastic Planet Hot Toys review. That's right, guys. Right here. It's been sitting in the house for almost like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks now. I haven't gotten to it. That is, I have the 1/6 scale Episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi Deluxe version for you guys tonight. That's right, Deluxe. The Deluxe version. That means I bought a bunch of shit with it that I probably don't even need.
Knickknacks Plastic Planet. With your host, it's Knickknack!
Alrighty, and there it is, guys. There it is, all removed from its protective shipper. And look, this box is actually a little bit different from previous Hot Toy versions that have been out. Previous Hot Toy boxes, that is. Because look, they've given you an awesome little sash along the bottom there with the figure there in an awesome lightsaber-esque action scene or pose, looking really cool. And then of course look up here, it's got a little sticker. It's got a little sticker that says Deluxe version with baby Luke Skywalker and hologram figures and light up tables. So yeah, we did get some extras with this, and we're gonna do a little bit of a 360 because it is a little bit different. Got a nice Obi-Wan Kenobi pose there on the side. The back is no different than any Hot Toys fare, and then the other side just has some more labeling for you guys. But yes, a very, very pretty, very, very nice looking box. But let's get inside. Let's see what is inside of this awesome box. Hopefully this is going to not disappoint. I have a feeling I'm going to be very happy. Very, very happy indeed. Alrighty, guys. Well, I'm cracking this bad boy open, if you can't tell. And on my journey towards this awesome figure, I am met by this really, really incredibly beautiful slip cover artwork. This is some amazing graphic design here with some, I would say, some suggestive poses for your Episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi that you could put yours in if you're so inclined. First and foremost, front and center is Obi-Wan Kenobi, General Kenobi from the Clone Wars, about to do battle there in his battle pose, about to take on the vile droid general, cyborg droid general, General Grievous. And then up in the corner there, discovering the unsettling truth behind the fate of his apprentice, Obi-Wan Kenobi looks on in sorrow as he realizes Anakin Skywalker has joined the dark side of the Force. And then in the bottom corner, just like Merlin from Arthurian legend, delivering young Arthur into the caring hands of Sir Ector, there is Obi-Wan Kenobi delivering young baby Luke Skywalker to the caring hands of the Lars homestead. Absolutely awesome. This just totally epitomizes Star Wars' amazing mythological roots and how awesome it once was indeed. Alrighty, guys, and here it is. Here's the figure finally for you guys. Although you're not going to see as much as you'd like to because of the reflectivity of the plastic clamshell that it is currently safely enclosed within. But yeah, as you can see, there is a shit ton of accessories, different hand poses, different kinds of awesomeness all over this place. You got baby Luke Skywalker, you got the hologram table there, so much coolness. Oh look, you got some shitty LR44 batteries. That'll be fun for us. Yeah, really awesome. You got you got two different lightsaber blades, you got a swinging blade, you've got a standard blade. So yeah, let's get this thing open right now. Alrighty guys, well here he is all laid out with all of his accessories, and they do put the capital D in Deluxe with all these accessories. I gotta say, this is an absolute cornucopia of accessories, and many of which I'm not sure I'll ever actually use, but still very, very cool to have in this offering, and it does make that price point, I believe, of $267.00 a little more palpable, maybe, kinda, sort of. There's Obi-Wan Kenobi himself, the figure. That's the part you care about the most, I know. And he's looking pretty damn awesome. I don't know if it's a dead ringer for Ewan McGregor. It looks close, though. It does look close. I'm not sure if he looks more like General Kenobi or more like General McClellan from the Civil War. Not sure which, but no, he does look pretty good. It's a pretty good representation, I think. At least in the soft goods are absolutely knocked out of the park here. Those are a dead ringer there for Obi-Wan Kenobi, as seen in Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. So the figure itself looking pretty damn nice. Now let's look at the accessories briefly. You have your standard display stand, Hot Toys display stand, but they also give you some options that you can interchange on this display stand, and this is produced on some pretty fine card stock, I must say. This does feel very top shelf to me. You've got a Tatooine sand display option here, and there's even some little, it almost looks like there's almost like some texture there. Looks really good. And then of course maybe you've got some deck plating here, perhaps from a Trade Federation battleship or battle cruiser, or perhaps maybe the Jedi Council on Coruscant. Nevertheless, looking really cool. Maybe even the deck plating from the reactor chamber on Mustafar. Who knows? But looking really nice. So there are those. You've got some other odds and ends here, some backup pegs, a very large assortment of different hand poses for this figure. You've got two kind of cradling hands. I believe that is for the baby Luke Skywalker. You've got some fists. You've got a lightsaber grasping hand. You've got his now, iconic two-finger pointing fingers that he used when he battled General Grievous, and later in the Star Wars Rebels series when he had his final battle with Darth Maul. That was very cool. And then of course you've got the alternative forearm battery compartment for the light up lightsaber, which is here. We'll dive into that in a little bit, and I will struggle and curse with that. Also, this was unexpected. I can't remember it coming with this, but it did. You've got some battle droid miscellaneous parts. They don't fit together, at least they don't seem to, but they are really cool, as they look like they have been recently sliced open with his lightsaber. Very cool. Especially this torso piece right here. Look at that. Look at the detail on that. Got the guts of the battle droid there as it's sliced in half, and it's still like liquefied metal hot there on the edges from where Obi-Wan's lightsaber had cut through it. Very cool. And then of course here's sort of the money piece up here, and this is, of course, is this light up holographic display table with Darth Sidious there telling young Darth Vader, "You have done well, my apprentice." So very cool. These are actually kind of separate figures. They do they do come off. They're kind of just like flimsy plastic, kind of. They kind of almost like, I don't want to say they're like cake decoration plastic, but they are flimsy plastic. But maybe they need to be kind of thin in order for that light to get up inside of there to give them that holographic look. So that is very cool. This holographic table runs off of AAA batteries, so that's a snap to do. No complaints there. It is a nice, very bright light. My studio lights might be drowning it out a smidge, but it is a very bright light. So that would look really nice on a shelf for as long as this thing stays lit. The on-off is on the bottom. So, I don't know. These Hot Toys, some of these Hot Toys accessories with the batteries don't stay working long. And that's sort of an unfortunate thing with them. I don't know. I can't speak to this one as I've only had it on for a little bit, but we'll see. A couple other things. We got two lightsabers. We have his traditional lightsaber hilt here. This single blade detaches from it, so that's cool. And then we have the swinging effect lightsaber. I do dig this a lot. And then we got baby Luke Skywalker. So yeah, there is a close-up of baby Luke Skywalker. Wanted to give you guys a sense of that head sculpt there. Looking really cool. That is right out of the last scene there of Revenge of the Sith. Really freaking cool. And Obi-Wan Kenobi, I gotta say, his swaddling skills are Jedi Knight level indeed. That's a pretty good swaddle job there, Obi-Wan. Pretty awesome. So yeah, there's the face sculpt on young infant Luke Skywalker. So cool. So freaking cool. Alrighty guys, well I have turned down my studio lights in here so you guys can see the light up lightsaber effect. I was going to install the lightsaber, working lightsaber light up effect forearm on the figure, but just due to the tightness of these inner cloth workings here, I have done this battle before with my 1/6 scale Return of the Jedi Luke Skywalker figure. I didn't want to fight this battle with him, so I'm not going to actually attach the arm because I don't plan on displaying him with the arm. It is a great feature, these light up lightsabers. Here it is for you guys. All lit up for you guys there. You guys can see it lit up. Looking really cool. It's a great feature if these batteries actually, you know, lasted more than what feels like 10 minutes. They do burn out very, very quickly. If you leave it on your shelf like this for any amount of time, it's going to go out. The batteries are going to die. The batteries were fairly easy to install in this, those small, I believe, LR44s. You do need a small precision screwdriver to get inside, but they were fairly easy to install. It's just the fact that you have to basically connect this part up into his upper arm here, which makes this problematic to try to do. There isn't a lot of give on this elbow joint here. Mine is fairly tight. I kind of pulled at it a little bit, but I don't want to pull at it too much. Like I always say, guys, in my videos, this is my personal investment. This was $267 of my money. Nothing you see here on the Plastic Planet has been donated for review, so I'm not even going to attempt it. But nevertheless, you can see for yourself, the light up feature is pretty cool. And here's the single blade for you. Again, looking really cool, really nice. The light goes all the way to the tip, from the base to the tip of the saber itself. I just wish these, you know, could stay lit up for longer than what feels like 10 minutes. I know that there are aftermarket products that actually run small little cords through the arm, through the soft goods, and then it actually plugs into the wall, which would be amazing. Something I may look into in the future. A number of my subscribers have suggested them to me in the past, and I'm actually friends with a guy on Facebook who does that, who assembles those. So that may be something I look to upgrading some of my figures for in the future. But for the time being, I'm just not going to try to attempt this. Sorry, guys. I guess this isn't a fully thorough review, but it's a realist review because this would be a pain in the ass to do. Sorry. Alrighty, guys. Well, one more look at the figure itself. That is the most important thing other than the accessories. So here is the face sculpt for you guys. Hopefully that is nice and in focus. As I'm looking at it more, it does indeed look a lot like Ewan McGregor, I would say, from the circa 2004, 2003 when they were filming Revenge of the Sith. So, you know, pretty good looking action figure, pretty good looking Hot Toys figure, all in all. There's a nice 360 of the figure with his soft goods cloak on or Jedi robe on, looking pretty damn cool. All right. Alrighty, and here he is, Jedi robe off, and he is ready for some action there as he's just sliced and diced himself up a battle droid. Oops, left a hand in there too. But yeah, he's just sliced and diced up a battle droid there with the holo display in the background there. Obi-Wan Kenobi looking really, really freaking awesome. I do love the swinging effect of this lightsaber. That's a really nice sculpt. They've been doing that now in the last several incantations of Jedi figures that they've come out with lightsabers. I really like that a lot. That is a good, cool looking add-on that they've done recently. Really dig that a lot. But yeah, the figure looks great. There he is, his robe down there on the ground there. Looking really, really freaking cool, as you guys can see. Yeah, that looks pretty dang cool. Pretty damn awesome. Hello there. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I got him in this awesome stance here. That one, the lightsaber arm, I could have worked on a little better. But yeah, that's a pretty awesome looking dynamic pose there with my 1/6 scale Hot Toys Obi-Wan for you guys. Almost looks like something like almost could be a statue there with the dismembered battle droid at his feet, looking really, really freaking cool. About to take on the sinister droid cyborg General Grievous. This, of course, is the 1/6 scale Sideshow Collectibles General Grievous that came out several years ago. I've never reviewed him on this channel. If I were to give him a review, I would probably complain about how difficult he is to get into any kind of pose. He is a rascal of a figure because he is so spindly. Still incredibly awesome looking, but he is a rascal to get in any kind of awesome pose. But not this figure, not this Hot Toys 1/6 scale Obi-Wan. This thing is pretty freaking awesome to pose. Alrighty, taking this compare and contrast one step further, here is the 1/6 scale Hot Toys Episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi from 2019 compared to its predecessor, the Sideshow Collectibles Episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi from, I believe, 2006 or 2007. You can see some obvious differences in the face sculpt. It's hard to believe at one time this was a complete awesome premium figure when it's compared to this one right here. You're gonna notice the lightsaber on him is a little wonky. I actually have some electrical tape on it. That's to kind of let it show up in a display I've got upstairs with some red lighting. So disregard that portion right there, the lightsaber blade on him. But other than that, you guys can see, you know, obviously how far these figures have come. It's always fun to go back and to compare these with their predecessors, particularly in the realm of these Hot Toys figures, because you can just see just such an amazing difference, especially in the face sculpt. You can also see some really startling differences in the soft goods as well as I pan down. Alrighty, getting back to this figure's more contemporary comparisons. Here he is, obviously having one of his usual friendly competitive arguments with his former Padawan Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker, obviously debating Anakin's merits on why he is not currently sitting on the council. Looking really, really awesome, these two figures. This, of course, is the regular Anakin Skywalker version from Hot Toys. Yeah, that looks absolutely fantastic. What a pairing. Yeah, this is the awesome cadre of Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi. The ultimate bromance gone wrong. With the backdrop of fire and brimstone, Obi-Wan Kenobi must take on the most difficult task of his entire life, and that is facing off against his former Padawan and brother-in-arms, Anakin Skywalker, who has made a deal with the devil himself and is on a dissension into hell as Darth Vader. Oh, come on, guys, that is so freaking cool. I mean, that's freaking awesome, right? Oh, I love it so much. That, of course, is my 1/6 scale Episode 3 Anakin Skywalker with Sith eyes, aka Darth Vader there, with my new Obi-Wan Kenobi. Looking freaking awesome together. Freaking awesome. Alrighty, guys, our final compare and contrast lies on my display shelves here as I devolve Obi-Wan Kenobi through his hero's journey. He had a hero's journey all his own throughout the original and really only 6 Star Wars movies ever made, including this one right here. Absolutely gorgeous. This is the pose I think I'm going to be keeping my Episode 3 Obi-Wan in for some time to come. There is something very special and unique about this. I absolutely love this pose right here. It's very mythological, if not, dare I say, almost biblical. It is absolutely beautiful there. Absolutely harkens me back to my days in high school reading this bad boy right here, Mallory's La Morte de Arthur. Yeah, this is certainly the modern equivalent of Merlin, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, delivering young Arthur to Sir Ector. Absolutely beautiful. I really dig that a lot. So yeah, coupled here on the display shelf with my Mythos Obi-Wan Kenobi from Sideshow Collectibles. This is such a nice go-between between the Alec Guinness original trilogy Obi-Wan and the Ewan McGregor prequel Obi-Wan. They really captured kind of an in-between look on that, and it's really grown on me by leaps and bounds. Really dig that Mythos Obi-Wan from Sideshow Collectibles. So yeah, one hell of a shelf. I do have some other Obi-Wan Kenobis I could put in this mix, including my Padawan Sideshow Collectibles Obi-Wan and my Clone Wars Obi-Wan Kenobi. That's more of a Episode 2 era figure, but I think that this trio does nicely all on their own. Absolutely awesome. Absolutely brilliant. Alrighty, guys, well, thank you so much for joining me on the Plastic Planet. I hope you guys enjoyed that thorough, if not hopefully helpful, showcase slash review of the 1/6 scale Episode 3 Obi-Wan Kenobi from Hot Toys. Seen behind me on my shelves. He's going to live in that pose for the time being. If you guys couldn't tell, I'm fairly enthusiastic about that particular pose. I have that figure in, and he's looking really, really dynamite on my shelves back there, if I don't say so myself. All right, guys, well, that is going to wrap things up here on the Plastic Planet. Please like, share, comment. Please, 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 please do subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Hit that subscribe button right now for me. I'd really appreciate it, and you'll be in the know whenever new Plastic Planet drops. We have a great time here on the Plastic Planet, and I have I'm going to toot my own horn right here. I have the best subscribers on YouTube right here. They're educated, they're awesome, they can take a joke, and they are awesome. I love each and every one of you guys out there, so thank you so very, very much for supporting the channel. All right, guys, well, like I said, that is going to wrap up this edition of the Plastic Planet, and like I always like to end my videos, guys, life is oh so very, very, very short, so get out there, guys, get out there and fill it. Fill that empty void of your existence with some plastic crap. Like maybe this, because this was pretty cool. All right, guys, till next time, later, love you, bye.
That makes me lightheaded.